Every 4 years, half the planet stops to watch a single tournament. The World Cup represents a rare moment of global unity, driven by pure emotion and national pride. But the organization that sells you that emotion operates in the shadows. In May 2015, that shadow economy collided with reality. Swiss police, acting on warrants from the United States, raided a luxury hotel in Zurich at dawn, arresting 7 high-ranking football officials. The U.S. Department of Justice unsealed a 47-count indictment. Prosecutors outlined a decades-long scheme involving racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering. Officials had systematically extracted over $150 million in bribes and kickbacks. This scheme went straight to the top. The indictments targeted sitting FIFA vice presidents and the heads of continental confederations. Men like Jack Warner, who controlled football across North and Central America, were exposed for trading lucrative TV and marketing rights for personal payouts. FIFA operates legally as a Swiss nonprofit, yet it generates the revenue of a multinational corporation. Within this closed ecosystem, a lack of external oversight allowed the organization to function as a vehicle for syndicate-level crime. FIFA governs 211 national associations, a membership larger than that of the United Nations. This chart tracks FIFA's total revenue across 4-year cycles. For the period ending with the 2022 World Cup, the organization reported record revenues at $7.5 billion. If you break down that $7.5 billion, the single largest driver is television. Broadcasters bid for the right to air the tournament, generating over $3.4 billion, roughly 45% of FIFA's total income. The next largest chunk comes from corporate partners. Major brands pay premiums to align their logos with the sport, bringing in another $1.7 billion. The remaining income from licensing and ticket sales follows a similar pattern. It is concentrated in the year of the tournament. In 2022 alone, the year of the Qatar World Cup, the organization collected $5.7 billion. FIFA does not build stadiums or train players. Its actual product is human attention. With over 5 billion people watching the tournament, the governing body holds absolute control over the world's most valuable media property. The architect of this modern wealth was Sepp Blatter, who served as FIFA president from 1998 until 2015. Under his leadership, FIFA's revenues exploded. But the internal structure remained tightly controlled by a small executive committee. Because these few individuals held the power to award media contracts, they were positioned to demand private kickbacks from sports marketers. U.S. investigators determined that 2 generations of football officials participated in this system. Bribes and kickbacks were integrated into the procurement process for World Cup broadcast and sponsorship contracts. Blatter survived the initial shock of the 2015 Dawn raids, even winning re-election days later. But the mounting global outrage and widening investigations quickly forced his hand. Within a week, he abruptly announced his resignation. Removing the president did not dismantle the organization's structure. The centralized decision-making process continued to shield top executives, maintaining a system where wealth and influence remained concentrated at the peak. While broadcast deals fueled the kickbacks, FIFA's political power lies in a single decision, choosing which country hosts the World Cup. In December 2010, the executive committee awarded 2 tournaments on the same day, granting the 2018 rights to Russia and the 2022 rights to Qatar. Suspicions of widespread vote buying surfaced immediately. Investigative reports eventually exposed the methods used to sway the committee. To secure the Qatar bid, millions of dollars in cash and favors were channeled to voting members. Officials like former FIFA executive Mohammed bin Hammam were accused of orchestrating these payouts. The Russian bid faced similar scrutiny. Leaked memos revealed massive sponsorship deals from state-backed entities, funneling money into the sport as a way to secure political favor for Moscow. Pressured by the public, FIFA commissioned an internal inquiry. The resulting Garcia report uncovered evidence of improper payments and financial manipulation tied to both the Russian and Qatari bids, but FIFA's leadership moved to bury the findings. The organization's ethics committee released a heavily edited summary, concluded there was insufficient evidence of corruption, and officially cleared both nations to host their tournaments. The selection process acts as an unregulated auction. Host nations gain global prestige and soft power, and they have shown a willingness to spend whatever it takes, above or below the table, to win the bid. These white-collar crimes have physical consequences. When Qatar won the 2022 bid, it lacked the infrastructure to host a global tournament and immediately began a massive construction boom. To build the stadiums, transport systems, and hotels, the host nation relied on hundreds of thousands of migrant workers. Independent investigations revealed that over 6,500 workers died over the following decade, subjected to extreme heat, debt bondage, and dangerous labor conditions. FIFA faced intense international pressure. While officials publicly urged Qatar to reform its labor laws, the organization refused to impose financial penalties or halt the matches. The tournaments proceed on schedule. As long as a host country can finance the necessary arenas and secure the broadcasting deals, human rights violations have not historically prevented the event from moving forward. Following Blatter's exit, Gianni Infantino took over the presidency, promising reforms and transparency for the organization, yet the core structure remains intact. FIFA still operates on a system where every national association gets an equal vote. This allows executives to maintain support by funneling football development grants to smaller nations in exchange for political loyalty. The ultimate shield protecting FIFA is the money itself. The world's largest corporate sponsors and media networks are locked into long-term contracts. They have a financial interest in keeping the tournament profitable, which ensures the governing body faces little external resistance. There is also no direct competition. No alternative federation exists that can offer anything close to the global reach and emotional weight of the World Cup. This chart projects FIFA's financial future. Despite a brief dip during 2020 and the corruption scandals of the previous decade, the organization's revenue is increasing. With an expanded tournament in 2026, income for the current cycle is expected to reach $13 billion. The passion, the goals, and the global unity of the beautiful game belong to the 5 billion fans watching, but the ruthless, untouchable business behind it